Hello, everyone. I'm Lopi Clint. Welcome to Inner Peace Time. As always, it's great to be here online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, or Facebook. So, hello again, everyone. Uh, Hello, Krista, our members in Texas. Hello, Manop. Hello, PKC. Hello, Wendy and John. Thanks for joining here on Zoom. And also, hello, Julie on YouTube and everyone watching on Facebook. As always, on Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook, I am streaming to several pages at once. So if you don't see my face at the top corner, very likely I can't see your comment right now, but I'll always go back and reply, as you all know. So how's everyone doing? I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend so far. And, depending on where you are, please stay warm or keep cool, as the climate's always a little bit different everywhere we are. And, oh, hello, is that Choi? Good to see you again. Welcome back. And so, when we're about to practice together, remember meditation has just two steps: relaxation and awareness. There's no need to force or push, it's a practice. And as we practice more and more, it gets easier and easier to find that calm, to find that peace. So, as we practice, never force, never push. Take your time. It's a mini vacation. It should never feel like work. And of course, as we're starting off, sometimes it feels like work because there's always so much going on in our mind. And believe me, I understand. It's a very normal thing that happens to us all because we've been taught to think and think and think. And the problem is we've never learned how to stop thinking. So now we're learning how to just slow down. It's not so much try to turn it off at once because not so easy. Instead, it's more bring it down to just one thing. That way everything else starts to slowly melt away, allowing us to slow down naturally. And eventually, as you stay with that one thing, even that one thing, we finally let go of. But, as always, don't force, don't push. Take your time. And hello, Vince. Hello, Terry. Thanks for joining in. So, is everyone ready for some meditation? Okay. So as always, if you have any questions or wonders, feel free to type into the chat or into the comments, and we can talk about it after. So, as always, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Taking a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air. And breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Taking a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you are ready, you can return to normal breathing. And before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, forget about it. Let yourself feel as innocent as a child. No worries, no regrets, No responsibility. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And allow yourself to really have that mindset. We're relaxing with our friends. We're not trying to make something happen. Just enjoying this time to slow down, take it easy, take a break. Of course, everyone meditates for their own reason, for a certain benefit that you're really into, whether it be for relaxation, to calm your mind, for inner peace, attaining deep wisdom. But no matter what it is you're trying to achieve, when it's time to practice, we must practice correctly. Not by forcing, not by trying to make something happen. Have that mindset of we're just hanging out, relaxing with friends. That mindset will help you go in deeper, easier. Because it will allow yourself to adjust and not be so forceful. It's like if you need to unlock the door to your home and you're trying to rush. What's funny is as you rush, you can't seem to put the key in the keyhole. You keep missing, you might scratch it around. Or worse, you pull out the wrong key. In the end, we must be calm, slow down, and then we can unlock the door easily. So take your time. Don't rush, don't force. Enjoying this time to relax your body and your mind. And as we continue our relaxation, of course it starts off physically, allowing your body to feel nice and comfortable, or at least comfortable enough. That comfort helps your mind begin to let go and feel comfortable. There's a body-mind connection. And since we've had much more time practicing control of the body, it tends to be easier to start with the body. Allow your body to be nice and comfortable, relaxed, and then your mind starts to follow. Later on, your body will follow your mind. But as we're all practicing, start with the easier route. Relax your body first. As we practice more and more, you'll start to understand this deeper. For at first, it's our body helping our mind slow down. That's why back then they would tell you to sit still and not move. Making your physical stillness help your mind become still. But one thing lost in the times is that it's not simply stillness or even forcing yourself to stay still. It's that when your body's naturally comfortable, you also naturally stay still. So don't tense up trying to stay still. Adjust into your perfect position, the position that feels perfect to you. And it doesn't have to look right. You don't have to look like those pictures you've seen of meditation. Simply sit comfortably first. The position is not actually as important as you think. You can meditate in any position, because a meditation is not how you sit or how you look. It's all about your mind. To balance that calm, that relaxation and awareness. Those different poses tend to be a very balanced position. But it's only balanced if you're also flexible. And you all know your body better than I do. Adjust to your body. If you're not so flexible, a chair or a couch is perfect. Leaning on the wall is just fine. Be comfortable first. It will allow you to stay with your mind longer, to help your mind slow down, take a break. And how we do this is to stay with that one thing, relaxingly, comfortably. And of course, it's not always so easy right away. It takes time. It is indeed learning a new skill. And as we continue to practice, we are perfecting that skill, getting better and better. And just like any skill, no one picks it up after once or twice. It usually takes many weeks, months, or even years of practice to really get it to a point of true mastery. And some people, decades or more. And that's okay. There is no due date for inner peace. Take it at your pace. You never have to rush. Feel as though you have all the time in the world. Just enjoy this time relaxing your body and your mind. A time when there's no worries, no responsibilities, nothing you need to do right now. A time to truly rest and recharge your body and your mind. And of course, our mind loves to wander, thinking of this and that, or all over the place. It's the nature of the mind. So don't be annoyed or frustrated with yourself. It's okay. You are normal. The good thing is, now you're aware of it. And when you're aware, you can do something about it. This is where I recommend a mantra, a word or phrase or sound, something you can say in your mind to help bring your mind back, similar to a mother calling out to their child to come back home from playing, a time to come back and rest. And the mantra can be any word, any sound, whatever works for you, that you find soothing and comfortable. As the mantra and the meditation object are your personal tools. There is no wrong. There is no right. It's just what happens to be good right now. As long as the object or image helps your mind stay still with that one thing, it tends to be very helpful. Helping our mind let go of everything else, staying with that one thing, comfortably, relaxingly. The mantra we like to use, Son Mo Arahant Son Mo Son Mo Arahant. You can repeat this mantra in your mind as many times as you'd like, or any tone, any speed, even whatever word or phrase that you like. It is your tool to help calm your mind. It's not mandatory. If you like it, use it. If you don't like it, you don't need to use it. Everyone's different. Everyone's unique. Adjust to what works for you. Because in the end, we're all trying to attain that inner peace. There isn't just one pathway. I share with you the ways that most people tend to use. That way, instead of trial and error of many, many different techniques, to use the most common. That way you find your path a little easier. That way we spend more time finding some peace, finding some calm. So just take your time. Don't rush. Don't force. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Son mo. Arhan. Son mo. Arhan. Son mo. Arhan. Now let us continue in silence, letting your mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean and bright, and at the center of your object there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our body, filling our body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room. Let this light spread far and wide, filling the city and the surrounding cities, filling the state or province and the surrounding states or provinces. Filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world, and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sabbe Buddha Parapata Pacheka Nanjayang Palang Arahanta Nanjate Jinarakampantami Sapaso Sappaputtanupavena Sappathammanupavena Sappasanghanupavena Saddhasoti Bhavantu Te. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How is everyone feeling? Take a moment to notice how you feel right now, now that we finished the meditation. It's something we like to call considering, taking that time to check and see what worked, what didn't work. As we practice more and more, you'll start to see and realize the things that work for you, the things that help you find your peace, and the things that tend to distract you or pull you away. We'll start to find the best way that works for you. That's how we continue to get better and better. And if it was challenging, no problem. It's pretty natural. As we spend a lot of time thinking, when it's time to stop thinking, or at least slow down, we end up thinking more. That's just kind of how we naturally are. But as you practice more and more, you'll start to have more time where you're not thinking so much, or able to bring it down to just one thing. We're practicing to find that place, to get that point. But you don't have to force or push. Take your time. You'll get there eventually. Okay, so before we go into questions, I wanted to share with you guys some little bits of advice, as the thing is, there's always a lot of interesting people around us. When I say interesting, it can be both good or bad. But one thing our master likes to tell us is we should win the heart. What he tells us is, if we are patient, forgiving, and continue to do only good deeds, we will win over their minds or their hearts eventually. This is the only correct way. Like a tree returns hatchet with scent, to negative actions we should return only good deeds. This is partly about karma, as well as how to keep your mind at peace. Yes, there are times where you might need to fight back, but many times the best way to fight back is with kindness. If they're not trying to do anything physically harmful to you, start off with kindness. It's not always so easy. It's a lot easier said than done. That's why we work on it, doing our best to share peace and love. Become the cool water, not oil to the flame. Okay? And as we start doing this more and more, you'll start to see that you create a better environment, not only for yourself, but for your family, your coworkers, those around you. It's all about practicing, little by little. That way we can win the heart, meaning keeping the peace with everyone, and be able to find friendships in every way we go. So do your best, okay? Find a way to keep that calm, share goodness as best you can. So this is just some wisdom from my master, Gompono Mashiyo. And I hope you all do your best to practice. Ooh. So now I open the floor to you all if anyone has any questions or wonders. Also, hello Akshi and hello Beauty. Thanks for joining in. And I see hello Anna Maria and Hakuzo on YouTube. So, as I see, as always, Hakuzo always the first one with the first question. Hakuzo says, in the ending blessing, all the blessings are sent upwards towards the heavens. But what about those that go to the other way? Why do we not send blessings to them too? Actually, yes. In whenever we're sending loving kindness, we actually do share it to those who have passed away, both up and down. I tend to talk about heaven more, just because we tend to think of our loved ones up there, but we really don't know. So the best way is, that's why I say send to them wherever they are. And yes, we have our loved ones who have gone up and some who will go down. But we do our best to share that loving kindness every direction. But yeah, you're very right. Thank you very much for your question. And hello, Vicky. Thanks for joining in. She says good morning, so it must be maybe you're in Asia. Okay. Any other questions or wonders? FMC, is that Florida? Okay. Oh, hello. Thanks for joining in. Okay. No questions, huh? Okay, so bye. No worries. Well, some other tips I'd like to share with you guys. As you're starting off meditation or you're starting to practice, one common question people like to ask me is, how long should I meditate? And I tell them it's not so much how long, but how often. Practicing a little bit a day can go a long way. But if you only practice coming together at the center or coming to meet here online once a week, you'll have some progression, but not as good. Practice a little bit at home every day. It doesn't have to be long, because one thing you'll notice right away is when you're practicing on your own, you'll go, okay, start to meditate, and then it felt like the same time we did at the center. You open your eyes, 3 minutes. That's what tends to happen. Time seems to be a lot slower when you're doing it alone. I like to use the analogy of playing tug of war. When we're meditating together, it's like we have a whole team of people pulling together. We all do a little bit and we can win. But when you're at home, it's like you're playing by yourself. It's challenging, not impossible, but it takes a lot more effort. So when you're meditating at home and practice a little bit a day. As long as you do a little bit every day, it's better than nothing. If you need a certain amount of time, I recommend 15 minutes a day. Now, it doesn't even have to be 15 minutes straight. 5 minutes 3 times a day, 3 minutes 5 times a day, or even 1 minute 15 times a day. That's totally fine. The point is just to help you start up. As you start to practice, the quality will start to go up. And as your quality goes up, you'll add more time naturally. But in the beginning, if you're just trying to force through, you're not going to find any peace. You're just going to be enduring the whole meditation. So when you're practicing, sabai first. Relax, be comfortable. It's your time to be at ease. And then you'll start to go in deeper, easier. Yes, thank you, Akshi. He wanted to remind everyone that MindGem is a wonderful resource. As you can see the logo up in the top. As MindGem is a free meditation app that's from our temple or from our members, and it has a lot of different monks who teach. I'm on there also, so you can follow me there, as well as other monks who lead meditation, and you can follow along. There's so many wonderful things, as well as you'll also get a notification next time we do full moon, so that way you guys are always up to date on that. So it's a really wonderful resource. Okay. Oh, you're very welcome, Vicky. Thanks for saying. She says, thank you for teaching us. Yes, you're all very, very welcome. I'm glad that I'm able to do this. As long as I'm still able to keep doing this, I want to continue to share meditation and meditate with you all as your meditation buddy. I don't really like to see myself as a teacher per se, but I like to see myself as your meditation buddy, a person who we can meditate together and learn from each other, practice together. Because when you're practicing alone, it's not so easy. But when we're meditating together, even if we're online, it makes a difference. So I'm glad I get to keep doing this. Okay. Any other questions or wonders today? As always, you can always. Oh, hello, Akshi.
Talking about mindset, yes. Talking about mindset app, I have this is something new. It's showing up like audiobooks from Venerable Nicholas.
Oh, wow, great.
Yeah, it's like 14 chapters, but I'm not sure what exactly it is. There is a lot of music in the background, so I kind of tried to listen it yesterday or day before yesterday. So there's a lot of music in it, so I'm not sure what exactly it's trying to convey.
Okay, I'll go and check that out for you. Sometimes there's glitches. you can't help it. That's what technology. Or sometimes it's purposely there to help you kind of just be at ease as you listen.
Okay.
I'll have to go back and check. But it's good to always feel free to let me know because I am part of the team or at least I can contact the team and let them know, hey, there's something wrong with this file or this and that.
So I feel
Yeah.
there is lot of music. I can see Venerable Nicholas talking, but the impact of the music has lowered the impact of what he wants to convey.
Oh.
At least that's what I perceived. Might be completely wrong, but that's what I feel. I understand the sentiments behind it because the music which is put is also in a mind to, as you said, calm down, in a way to calm down, but then the message is being lost.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll go check that out for you. From Venerable Nicholas, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I see there are how many chapters? There are 14 chapters, starting from introduction till acknowledgements.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll go check those out. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know, actually. Okay. As time is now coming to a close, any other last minute questions or wonders before we go? Oh, so from our Florida Center it says, do you recite the mantra aloud or quietly? Is there a correlation between the sound of the hum and how the mind is connected from the active thought? Okay, the mantra. When you're meditating alone, you can make the sound if you like. But if you're meditating with a group, I recommend keeping it in your mind. As I tend to just keep it in my mind. I'm actually saying it exactly how I say it in my mind. I'll say it a little bit different than other people or other monks. They tend to just have it as just sammarahang, sammarahang. Even our master just kind of speaks it like this. The way I say it is actually from listening to my master, and I kind of just elongate it. It's also because in my mind, I like to visualize a bell, like sammarahang. That's why I do that reverberation. But the sounds of this language, Pali, that ancient language, it all tends to come from your center. So the sound of the mantra tends to be a nice beacon to bring you back inside. This is why we like to use this word. But as you practice, you'll notice how it feels to you. The mantra tends to be quite nice and centering, tends to be quite grounding. But again, not everyone likes that. Some people like the visualization better. Some people don't like either. They like to just have their mind centered. So it's just to you. Everyone's a little bit different. The good thing is now you know the tools, we try them out, we use them, and then see what works best for you. Thank you for your question. Oh, and how does the mind disconnect from that active thought? In this case, the mantra helps pull your mind to the sound and help you bring your focus to that one thing again, instead of kind of going all over the place. It's similar to why some people like to listen to music as they do work. Sometimes why people like to listen to white noise as they sleep, or something like that. It's a way to kind of help you focus to that one thing instead of everything. Some people do like to listen to music or noise as they meditate. Some kind of white noise or the sound of water, the sound of this and that. They are good tools. I don't say they're bad. It's kind of a double-edged sword though. If you always have that sound on all the time, the problem is when you don't have it, you suddenly become reliant on it. So if you don't have it, it's difficult to find peace. So what I would recommend is if you start off with it, okay, and then little by little start to allow it to fade away and give yourself time in silence. You'll notice that whenever we practice, I like to give you guys time in silence. And it's on purpose, and it tends to feel long. And the reason for that is just because when we're in silence, that's when our mind is loudest. And during that time, that's when you truly are practicing on your own to see how well you're able to balance. And yes, sometimes it's quite challenging, and that's okay. It gets easier as you practice. So, and of course, you're always welcome to send me a message, keep in touch. It's a way of me being able to help you directly, as I'm one of the few monks who are pretty high tech. So I'm pretty glad I can help you wherever you are in the world. I'm in Canada. I'm currently in Canada right now. And then I see there's members from Florida, Texas. Let's see who else is around. I think, if I remember right, she's in Boston. Wendy and John is out there in Delaware. Colleen's in New York. There's people from all over. And the great thing is, we do what we can to help each other, thanks to the internet giving us this ability to do this. I'm happy I get to be the person to help out. And of course, I don't know everything, but what I don't know, I go and find out for you from other monks and teachers that I have. Oh, here's one more question. Okay, last one. When we meditate, we are a point of light within the collective. Even if you don't feel it, does our pillar of light expand automatically? Yes. The thing is, think of it as right now, each of us are like a tiny little candlelight. It's not very bright on its own, right? But your light can be shared. So let's say someone else has a candle, you can light that candle, and your flame doesn't disappear, at least not normally. If it's a windy place, it might. But usually you share the light, and now there's two lights, and then it continues on and on. That's very much like our inner light. As our mind becomes more peaceful, more calm, we start to first clear the dust so we can see the light. The light becomes more clear. As we experience the light grows, becomes brighter. It's like even if you have a candle, just one candle in the room, it might not light the whole room at first, but as your eyes adjust, that candle's enough to see everything in the room. It's just like that. Your brightness does grow, and it does it automatically. So, as you practice, just remember to go back to the basics. Relax your body, relax your mind. Just have that stillness. When the balance is just right, we'll continue to go inward. But if you start trying to embellish, add this and that, oh, it's gotta look like this, it's gotta look like that, suddenly you start going backward, or you feel like you hit a wall. Okay, so take your time, take it easy, okay? Thank you for your questions, everyone. So before we go, I'd like to give you all a blessing. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling and let's brighten up the world together. So for everyone on YouTube and Facebook, see you guys next time. For those on Zoom, feel free to stay longer and we can chat some more. So take care, everyone.